Now we want to start adding some more information to our file, and we have right now it's kind of a blocky shape which I could try to give some more information to it so that I can try to uh, generate a better shape. So in this case I'm going to go back and try to get him I have a halfway line for the vertical. I'm going to try to insert a loop for the side view. So when I insert it here, I'm going to just go, and that will just help me with trying to keep his organic look, because if I try to work with him as it is, he's going to start looking like a cube, and I want to just to try to make it better. So I'm going to insert edge loop there, and that edge loop is going to come here. Very possibly it's going to stop there because it's going to find a 5 edge polygon here, and that I'm going to just use multi-cut tool to continue down this path here and going around the other side. And if you notice, I am not too worried about making it exactly symmetrical, meaning I'm not worried about that both sides look exactly the same. And why is that? Because I know that eventually I am going to mirror one half. For now, when I model both halves without a problem, but I'm going to just to grab some vertices and start making them a little bit more, start getting him to a little bit more of a pushing him in, trying to get him more of the round appearance that the head has. I'm going to kind of blocking and eyeballing it right now, and the reason for this is just to start going a little bit more organic. One of the problems that most of models, organic models, when people begin to model is that the model tends to be more square-like, and it's not a good idea to stay so much in a cube shape, but to start breaking away from that cube shape. So if I hit 3, you start seeing him, that was going to be a little bit better. And I'm going to go to my front view, and here my front view gives me the opportunity to work on X-ray, and maybe click 2 on my keyboard. Actually, X-ray is not helping me right now. I'm going to get out of X-ray, and I'm going to try to pull out some of the shapes and push in some of the other ones that are required to get him a little more organic design. Sometimes a little bit hard to see, so you see that I'm trying to pull some of these guys out, and I may need to get some of these guys out here. In this case, I'm going to use the scale tool to push both out like that, and maybe bring them down a tiny bit like that. Yeah, I know that the design will change as I keep moving, but just trying to keep him a little more organic. Same with this back, and I'm going to just go back to the side view for a moment here, and trying to pull back some of these guys. Okay, so that gives me a little bit of not such a square-like design or block shape, but a little bit rounded. I know it's not perfect, but it's a good beginning. And also I have this guy that's too flat here, so I'm going to try to bring this one up while I bring those other ones down. And I've been a little loose right now, so I actually want to look at my hit Shift I and look at my control drawing and try to control some of the things that need to be controlled. If these things get too much in the way, you can always push them back and then bring them front. So you can put it back and you can see it from the front view. So now I can go back to vertex and modify a little bit, little by little, the different components. Because right now he's a little too big of a skull. So, and then grabbing some of these guys and trying to keep them in shape. Okay, so that is a rough block of him. Now I'm going to use a trick that I do use when I am more certain of what I want to do. In this case, actually I want to do one like little thing. I'm going to pull his mouth out a tiny bit. The front line of his mouth, just a little bit more, as is similar to the way the shape is. So if I smooth it out, I'm not getting it to be exactly that because I'm going to need to add some more geometry for that. But in this case, I have him like this, and although there are some triangles still here, actually I got to get rid of this one. I'm going to actually cut it again the way it should be cut. I'll take care of that actually in a little bit. And what that is you could continue doing using the multicut tool to add information. In this case, and it's not always needed, but in this case I'm going to try to do one extra thing. I'm going to say to smooth the geometry this once, just once. But before that I'm going to delete the history, so that it's kind of keeping my model simple. I'm going to just do an incremental save so that Maya takes care of my of another version of my file. And then I'm going to go and say mesh smooth. Again, you don't want to do this until you're sure of your model, and you don't want to do it but just maybe once or twice at the most in your model. At least here I'm going to just do it and see how that looks, and that gives me a little more definition to the head. You see the divisions, I'm keeping at just one division, and that's it. But this way the geometry gets a little bit heavier.